Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. As you know, or probably not if you're just landing here, I'm a brand new YouTuber, and this is probably my fifth or sixth video, and I just realized I've never actually introduced myself. So, my name's Amanda, and I like to cook. Actually, I like to do a lot of things. I'm a crafter, I'm a bullet journaler, I like to do yoga and fitness, and so many things. But for the purposes of this channel, I like to cook, and I like to cook a lot. And I don't follow recipes. So here, I would like to show you how to untether from recipes and learn how to cook meals, unique meals in the moment. So ironically, today, I am going to show you something that I like to cook, and it is from a recipe that I found off Pinterest several weeks ago, and I have made it. Basically what I do is I see a recipe I like, I scan it, I look at it, I get the idea of the flavors and the concept, and then I just do my own thing. This one I actually do follow fairly closely, so I will make sure to link below the original recipe. It's from a blogger called Upgrade My Foods. So I've never really done anything else from her blog yet. I definitely want to check it out more, but I am obsessed with this quick lunch, and I've made it probably like 5 or 6 times now. So it's so good and healthy. Basically, it is a green and chickpea wrap with cheese, and it's ooey gooey, filling, and delicious. So let's just get started. All right, so you're going to get started by turning your skillet on medium or so and adding some butter. This could very well easily be a vegan recipe. Obviously you would want to use olive oil or avocado oil or something else other than butter if you want to make this vegan. Like I said, Upgrade My Foods. I think she might be a vegetarian blogger. I am not a vegetarian, but I do like to eat vegetarian dishes occasionally. Okay, so I'm gonna put butter, and then we're going to chop up half an onion. So I seriously, like I said, I was on Pinterest one day and scrolling through, and I saw this one, and I had all the ingredients in my house, so I decided to make it, and I've made it probably 5 or 6 times. I'm the only one who likes these flavors in my family, so each batch that I've made makes about 2 meals, and so I make up enough, and then I have the rest the next day. So it's yummy, quick lunch. All right. Oh, I didn't grab a spoon, so let me grab that real quick. All right. I'm going to put my onion in the skillet, and this time, if you've seen some of my previous videos, I've been doing a lot of onions and just letting them get translucent, but this time I want actual good caramelization. So now that I've got food in my skillet, I'm going to turn up the heat. And I like a lot of garlic, so I've got 3 giant cloves here. So this is areas where if you see a recipe and you like something, you can, usually add more of it. And if you don't like garlic, leave it out, or maybe, put less of it in, that kind of thing. Okay. I'm going to give this a quick chop. So we just finished, Also, I'm a homeschool mom. We just finished our lessons for the morning. What we tend to do is my kids have less independent work and then we have together schoolwork. And so one of my daughters likes to wake up really early and get her independent schoolwork done first thing, and then we do our together school. And then my other daughter likes to lay in bed and read a little bit, and she does her independent work after we've done our together school. But now that I've got, you know, kids that are twins, they're identical twins, they're in 7th grade, they can do a lot of things on their own, and I just have to help them here and there, and gives me a lot of free time, which is one reason why I decided to start this cooking channel. I'm flinging onions everywhere, people. It's one reason why I decided to start this cooking channel. I have been cooking since I was a teenager, and I really love it. And I wanted to teach other people how to cook for a while, and just never really found my groove in it. Like, I started a blog a while back, and it just wasn't really my thing, because since I don't really follow recipes, blogging wasn't quite a format for me, because it's kind of hard to teach how to cook in a blog without an actual recipe. And there's nothing wrong with recipes. Recipes are definitely an amazing way to communicate a meal, and they are necessary and amazing for beginners. Okay, so while these are cooking, I'm going to start processing. So basically, you do need a food processor for this. I don't think this would be very easy to do all by hand. Okay, so I've got an entire package of protein greens. I don't remember what kind of greens she used in her original recipe. This is what I had in the refrigerator the first time I made it. It's worked. It's great. These are sweet pea leaves, but there's other things in here too, I think. Sweet pea leaves, baby spinach, baby bok choy, baby kale, Mizuno, which I don't even know what that is. So just find, you know, some greens that you like. Okay, so my onions and garlic are now getting good and crispy, but I'm not ready to do my next step. So I'm just going to turn the stove off for a minute. All right, so I've got my blade in here, and I'm just going to put these greens in here. Now, of course, like I said, this is a fast meal, because when I make it and I'm not talking to the camera, I've been able to just make this super fast. That's why I think it's been on my rotation so much lately. Drop the leaf. Okay. So I'm going to process this down and get it really low, but I'll probably edit it out because it's so loud. Okay, so I processed it down. I stopped halfway, got a spatula so I could poke it down. And now I'm going to add these greens to my hot skillet, which is still off right now. I'll turn it back on in a minute here, but for now it's okay. So, yay. Okay, I mean, that's a lot of yummy nutrition going in that bowl right there. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is then process the chickpeas or garbanzo beans or whatever you call them. I'm going to get a can opener and open them and drain them very well. Okay, so I rinsed and I drained them, and now I'm going to add them to the food processor and process them up. Stopping about halfway to kind of put them down on the sides, and I'm going to turn my skillet back onto like medium low, and then do these one more time. All right, so you don't want to go so far that you turn it into a paste, because then you would be starting to make hummus, and that's not our goal. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil because my skillet's looking dry. And add in these pureed chickpeas. So I'll show you what it looks like here in a minute after we add some seasoning. All right, I'm going to put that in a squash, and I'm going to season up with salt, pepper, and again, I've made this several times now. I don't actually remember what her original seasonings were. I just put things in that I like. So I'm going to add some paprika and some cumin, because I think those would taste nice in here. So how many people this year are unexpected homeschoolers, also known as distance learning or COVID homeschoolers? One of my biggest things, so we've homeschooled since the girls were, school age, and one of my, I guess, pet peeves lately is everyone's like, oh, well, nothing's changed for you. I'm like, oh my gosh, no, it has. My kids used to have community classes, so I'm turning the heat back up because I want to get the seasonings in and just kind of get these flavors to melt for a minute, and then we're going to add some cheese. But yeah, my kids used to go to these community classes, and we would get together at each other's houses. Sometimes I had this awesome co-op with another parent where she taught lessons, and I was very hands-on with the kids. So many field trips. And all of that's come to a crashing stop, just like the rest of the world. Okay, so I've got it, and I kind of spread it around in the skillet so it's one flat layer. And I'm going to grab some cheese. I'll be right back. So basically, you're going to want to use cheese that you like. This is Havarti. I think provolone would probably be good. If you want like feta would be good. If you want it to be a lot more tangy, this one's more mild. A Munster cheese would probably be good. And so I'm just spreading this around, and then I'm going to put a lid on it. And we're just giving the cheese time to get ooey gooey melty on top. And I'm going to grab some tortillas out of my... So I really like these. They are high fiber, made with flaxseed. And so, I don't know, they're just tasty, and they're fairly low calorie. I'm not a calorie counter, but I do pay attention to the over amount of calories that I can, or generally that I eat in a day. Okay. So, I'm going to put this in the microwave for like 10 seconds just to get it soft. So, yeah, the parents who are, homeschooling this year, when they weren't expecting it, kudos, because it is not easy if you weren't, planning on that being your lifestyle. All right, so I'm gonna, okay. Gotta be really careful if you're using a cloth around a gas stove, but I'm gonna check. Oh, look at that. Oh, I forgot to show y'all. I'm sorry. Here, I'm gonna show you now what it looks like. I'm gonna turn this off. So that's what it looks like. And now the bottom is kind of getting a little extra crispy and the top is ooey gooey. And now we're going to scoop about half of it onto my tortilla. Oh, look at that. Guys, this is so good. It's got a nutty flavor from the garbanzo beans. And just so good. Okay. Then I'm going to wrap it up. And I like to eat it just like this. One day I made some, what do you call it? Tzatziki sauce. And I just had it left over in the fridge. And so I served that with some leftover tzatziki sauce. And that was good. But I actually think I prefer it just plain. So yeah, this is a greens and beans wrap. If you like this, please hit subscribe so you can get some more content on just cooking off the cuff. And make sure to check out the link that I put for where I got this original idea. And I look forward to seeing you next time.